Zack Brittain here, and look at you. You're investing in multifamily real estate, or you're making the decision to do so. Great idea. That's what we're doing. If you want to know kind of the chronological order, the steps to get into your first multifamily property, or you need a little bit of a refresher, we're going to get into the steps to take to buy or invest in multifamily real estate just at a high level. I think in steps, I need to have it all planned out, so we'll share how we do it. Let's get into it. Number one, you got to know your budget. Get an understanding of how financing works. It's much different than residential financing. There's a million different ways to finance and put together a deal. Cash purchase, financing, equity partners, vendor takebacks, A lender, B lender, mix, private, and everything else in between. Understand all of your options, figure out which one matches up best with your risk tolerance and the type of deal that you're looking for, and get a few options on the table. You're gonna need options. Gotta do that, right? Budget number one. Second, research and development, baby. You gotta learn your market. You gotta learn the asset class, and you gotta learn everything that's involved with the process. That's what you're doing now, so good for you, you're on the right track, but you gotta learn the specifics of your market. What are their cap rates? What are their cost per door? How rare are these buildings? Who buys them? Who sells them? Who manages them? How expensive is insurance? What are rental rates? What are turnover rates? You gotta know it all. You gotta come in prepared. Do your research, do your research, do your research. This part can actually be accelerated by ding, 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 networking. Network with professionals. This isn't the same thing as going hiring a kick-ass realtor to go find you the dream home for you and the family to live in. This is not the same thing. Talk to real estate agents in residential space, commercial space, talk to private sellers, talk to other real estate investors, talk to mortgage brokers and other investors that have experience in these types of deals. That'll accelerate your ability to get your budget and your financing options, as well as your research and your knowledge of this asset class and the markets that you're working in. Networking is probably the number one most important thing if you want to be a successful real estate investor or anything as an entrepreneur or business owner. Your network is legitimately your net worth. That's why we invest heavily in building and continuing to add and managing our own personal network. It feeds our business and it keeps us successful, straight up. Alrighty, next step. You've talked to all your professionals, you have a better idea of your target deals, your market, all of your metrics. You're gonna start viewing properties. Walk through the properties, walk through them multiple times, walk through multiple properties. You're gonna learn a ton by doing this, and you're gonna get a better idea for the guts of the actual property before you start your due diligence. You're gonna do way more due diligence after you do the walkthrough. We could do a whole video just on due diligence, and we will. So stay tuned for that. But after you've done your due diligence, the offer is what you think, or the property is what you think it is, boom. We're gonna move on to offering. Now, the negotiation process starts before you even offer. Negotiating a deal is one of the key value adds we bring to our partners because we have experience in effectively negotiating the right deal. This is huge. This could make or break your ability to actually get an accepted offer and close the deal, period. Making an offer and negotiating is a skill in itself, and the negotiation starts before you make the offer. It's one of the fun parts too. And then finally for this section here, conditional period. Once you get the accepted offer, good for you. You're off to the races, but the race has just begun. You start your conditional period and you work through your conditions, whether it's insurance, environmental, financing, inspection, whatever you have in it. There should be a fairly lengthy conditional period compared to residential real estate to allow you to do additional due diligence, potentially renegotiate parts of the deal, or make sure that your investors are ready to rock and roll and this project makes sense for everybody. The conditional period, super valuable, and there's a lot of little tips and tricks. We could do a whole video on that too. Maybe we will. Awesome. You've worked through the conditional period. You're firming up on the deal. Now you gotta take care of the money and the legal. During the conditional period, you've already set all this up. Confirm with the legal, the accounting side of everything, making sure it checks out for you, your business, and your partners. And then you got the money lined up because you're not gonna firm up on that deal until the financing and the money is in the account, ready to rock and roll. Do not firm up on any deal until all of the conditions are 110% satisfied, please, for your own sake, right? We got the money, we got the legal all lined up, everything's confirmed to go. Next step, closing. There's gonna probably be a couple months between when you've already firmed up, got everything good to go, and actually closing on the deal. Closing process should be straightforward if you have everything else taken care of and you are rock solid on your financing and your cash. Close the deal, now the fun begins. Now that you've closed on your deal, congratulations. Like I said, the work begins. P management is next up. Listen, if you're buying an A-class, A-plus building in an A-plus neighborhood that's brand spanking new, great. Hire a property manager, get everything stabilized, get your systems in there so everybody knows what's going on. Done. You're done. But if you're doing a project, another P word, hence P management, then you're gonna have to get to work. General contractors, sub-trades, skilled trades, property management, maintenance staff, everything has to be good to go before you close. So whether you're just getting a property management system in place or you're doing a big overhaul on the project or adding new units, you're gonna have to manage the project to get it to where you want it to be in order to head to ongoing management, the long-term management of the asset. That's the final stage. This is totally different if you're buying a brand spanking new property or you're buying a renovation project that you're doing forced appreciation and uplift to. The ongoing management will allow you to efficiently maintain the property, consistently bring in rental income, and make sure that the income continues to rise over time, which will allow you to consistently provide returns to your partners and yourself as an investor, which is the ultimate goal. If we're consistently managing it properly, your returns will perform very well, your investors and your partners will be happy, and you guys will all make money, which is ultimately the goal of investing in multifamily real estate. Listen, boys and girls, thank you so much for watching the video. Smash the like button if you found some value. If you have questions, hit us in the comments or send me an email direct. We love hearing from you guys and we're happy to help. We have so many things to go through on all these topics. This was just high level, the order we follow. So stay tuned for more videos on deep dives for each of these individual steps where we can provide a little bit more value and detail for the nitty gritty on how to pull off each step successfully. Thanks so much for watching. Stay tuned for more.